be real. Keep it 100. Caitlin Clark has been on the receiving end of this sort of stuff way too much.
For years, Caitlin Clark's supporters have been asking the same question. How much more does she have to endure before the officials finally step in? Every game seems to bring another hard hit that goes unpunished, while on the other end, Clark can be whistled for the smallest things, whether it's simply holding her ground, reacting with a clap, or somehow ending up with the foul after taking contact herself. Fans kept wondering where the line was. After what just happened, it feels like they finally got their answer.
I called it that she would be targeted.
The play involving Alyssa Thomas and Caitlin Clark sparked a reaction that went far beyond social media. It wasn't only fans voicing their frustration. Basketball analysts, national media members, and even Clark's own coach openly expressed their anger. Although the WNBA has since responded, something we'll cover shortly, many believe the incident had already left a lasting mark. In today's sports world, where a single clip can dominate headlines within minutes, moments like this can shape public perception in a way that's difficult for any league to undo. Unless the WNBA takes meaningful action, this controversy could continue to overshadow everything else. Before we break it all down, be sure to like the video and leave a heart in the comments if you're supporting Caitlin Clark. Now, let's go back to June 22nd. Heading into the matchup against the Phoenix Mercury, Clark was playing some of the best basketball of her professional career. She had put together multiple straight games with at least 20 points and 5 assists, ranked among the league leaders in scoring, and sat near the top in assists per game. Healthy once again, she was quickly building momentum in the early MVP conversation.
Position, but I mean, Caitlin Clark issued a technical foul. You hear the crowd react, and Clark is perplexed and shocked as to why she was assisted technical.
The sequence started with a brief exchange between Caitlin Clark and DeWanna Bonner, setting the stage for the now well-known moment involving Sophie Cunningham. But that's not where the controversy ended. If you listened closely during the broadcast, you probably heard that Clark was assessed a technical foul during the incident. The surprising part? According to reports, the technical was issued simply because she clapped.
Got the tech tonight, 5th of the season.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I got a technical for clapping. So like if we should all just go on the calendar now and pick a game that I'm going to be suspended for if I'm going to get technicals for clapping. I asked Gerda. Gerda said that I got a technical for clapping. So if any technical should be taken away, it should be that one. If it's truly for clapping, that's what they said they gave it to me for was for clapping. So it's just ridiculous. I don't understand it at all.
What frustrated many fans even more was that the WNBA chose not to rescind Clark's technical foul, despite having reversed a similar call involving Paige Buchers in another situation. And as controversial as that decision was, it turned out to be only the beginning. Things escalated even further from there.
Oh, AT tried to take Caitlin Clark out. Look at that elbow. Oh my. She tried to take her out with the elbow.
The next sequence involved Alyssa Thomas making forceful contact with Caitlin Clark using her elbow, a play that many viewers believed should have resulted in an obvious foul. But the real controversy came immediately afterward, when the officials made a decision that many fans have since described as one of the most shocking calls they've ever seen in a basketball game.
The illegal contact is initiated by Caitlin Clark. She comes across the arm, into the body and hip of Thomas.
After the officials reviewed the play, the ruling surprised a lot of people. Caitlin Clark was ultimately called for initiating the contact. So within a short span, she had been assessed a technical foul for clapping and then charged with a personal foul on a play where many viewers believed she had absorbed the contact. For plenty of fans, it raised the same question once again. Just how much worse could this situation become? The answer seemed to arrive only 2 days later. Clark was once again putting together an outstanding performance, looking well on her way to another game with around 20 points and 10 assists. Then, everything changed in an instant. Take another look at that sequence. Many viewers pointed to Alyssa Thomas making forceful contact with Caitlin Clark around the upper body, with replays becoming the center of heated debate online. For From another camera angle, some fans also believe there was additional contact involving Thomas's knee during the play. Despite the controversy, no foul was called at that moment. Not long afterward, Clark exited the game because of back discomfort and did not return. Many fans quickly connected her departure to the physical play she had endured earlier, although the exact cause of her injury was not officially confirmed. Another sequence that drew criticism involved what many viewers described as an overly aggressive closeout, adding even more fuel to the growing controversy. By that point, fans felt they had seen one contentious play after another, and Clark was out of the game with an injury. The reaction was immediate, with analysts, media members, and supporters all questioning how the game had been officiated.
Whether it's from Kennedy Carter at the very beginning, or Marina Mabrey last year, or Alyssa Thomas today, way too often she's been on the receiving end of this stuff, and she's getting called for fouls for having her arms straight up in the air and getting technicals for clapping. And then there was the closeouts. Reckless closeouts, whatever you want to call them. And I posted earlier today, she's gonna get hurt. If this keeps up, she got hurt back issue.
How many times is Caitlin Clark going to get cheap shotted by the same 3 or 4 players over and over and over and over again before the refs do anything about it?
Fans and analysts weren't the only ones under the spotlight. The attention also turned to Fever head coach Stephanie White. During the game, many viewers felt her frustration wasn't as visible as they had hoped. No one expected an emotional sideline outburst like Cheryl Reeve might deliver, but plenty of fans were looking for a stronger response in defense of her team. Some critics even argued that, up to that point, White had appeared more willing to challenge Caitlin Clark than the officiating itself. However, her post-game comments changed the conversation. After the final buzzer, White finally addressed the situation directly, saying what many supporters had been waiting to hear.
Number one, you gotta call it. It's absolutely egregious and utterly disrespectful.
Words like unacceptable and egregious certainly grabbed attention, but it was what Stephanie White said afterward that really stood out. For many fans, it felt like a turning point, as though the frustration had finally reached its limit. She didn't just criticize the officiating, she also spoke strongly in support of Caitlin Clark, making it clear how highly she values her star guard and why she believes she deserves better protection on the court.
We have a generational talent and a WNBA superstar who had 2 cheap shots right there that weren't called. And I just say again, absolutely unacceptable.
In the eyes of many fans, an even stronger statement would have been to acknowledge Clark's impact on the league, her role in attracting record audiences, increasing revenue, and helping elevate the WNBA's visibility. Whether or not people agree with every part of Stephanie White's comments, many supporters felt she was finally expressing the concerns they've been voicing for months. At the very least, her message aligned with the frustration that has continued to grow among the fan base. The league eventually responded by suspending Alyssa Thomas for 1 game, but for many Clark supporters, that punishment didn't go far enough. To them, it felt less like a meaningful consequence and more like a response made because the controversy had become impossible to ignore. Their argument isn't just about one incident. It's about what they see as a pattern that has been allowed to continue for too long. Until the WNBA convinces fans that player safety and consistent officiating are being addressed in a meaningful way, moments like this are likely to keep resurfacing. Every controversial no call, every heated discussion about Clark's treatment, and every overly physical sequence will inevitably bring those images back into the conversation. If you made it all the way to the end, thanks for watching. Drop a back in the comments to let everyone know you stayed until the finish, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more WNBA coverage. I'll see you in the next one.